voice of the Northeast, LMFM.
But that stuff don't shine through. Why can't you be like you?
Sometime back, the public, you and me, fell in love with them because they were on the X Factor. And they are your next guests on the Mid-Morning Show. And you may have thought you'd heard the last of them, but they're showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon. And not only are they actually back and releasing their single Be Like You, they're preparing for a nationwide tour, and that's going to take in a date in Drogheda's TLT. Despite the fact that they're both still in school, there's no stopping them. They're busy studying for the leaving and junior cert, respectively. But however, we have pleaded with the powers that be, and they have a free pass today, and they've brought with them, I don't know where they got them, they got a number of students from St. Oliver's School in Drogheda, and we have to say a very special thanks to Miss Carr, who said, it's okay, they're allowed to be there, they shouldn't be in class. Big cheer, please, girls. It won't come to anybody as any surprise that they're all girls. There's no fellas there. This is Sean and Conor. Okay, so you've got the gang behind you. Sean and Conor, we spoke to you some time ago on the show, and we discovered anyhow that life at that time, and it still is crazy for you at the minute. You're still buzzing from that X Factor thing as well. How are you coping with it all, Conor?
Yeah, so we're coping with it really well. So we've just come off the X Factor live tour, so we were playing in Tree Arena, Wembley Arena. It's not something that happens a lot for two teenagers, so that was insane. And then coming off it and getting straight into the studio, recording music, and then studying, because you have to study for these exams, and it's just been mad. No time to stop, just keep going and going and going.
And Sean, when I was only expecting to speak to one of you on the phone some weeks back, and both of you came on, and that was great as well. But can you take us back to that moment of the X Factor audition stage? Because I may have asked you at the time, but just remind, for the listeners' sake, what was it like having to walk out on that famous stage?
Well, to be fair, we didn't really think that we'd go too far in the competition, so we just said, look, we'd go in and give it a bash and see what happens. But when we walked in and saw the four judges in front of us, we felt like we were performing for the TV, it didn't feel real. So, we just gave it a bash, and it all went well for us, and we were buzzing afterwards. And
do you hear from the judges, any of them at all, even at this stage now, since leaving the show? Because I know at the time as well it was Nicole Scherzinger, I think I got that name wrong, birthday at the time, but do you hear from them at all?
Well, actually, after the show, Louis was very good to us and helped us get the Olympia Panto gig. So yeah, it's nice that Louis helped us out there, and we still are in contact with Sony and people that worked on the show, so we definitely still, if we ever have any questions or need anything, we can contact them, yeah.
The judge's house, we don't really get to see an awful lot of inside the confines of the judge's house. Conor, what was the judge's house like? Because you performed for Simon and Cheryl.
The house was like a little village. It was absolutely massive. So we were in the south of France, and the day before we were in Monaco, so it was just mad. You'd just be driving down the bus, and a Lamborghini would go by you, and then you just see a yacht in the ocean, and you're like, where are we? This place it didn't feel like it's a normal place. It was insane. It was huge.
And Sean, I know you're itching to play that guitar, but what has it been like coming from the X Factor, then I suppose not getting the full distance, but that is not necessarily a bad thing, and then having to go back to school, so going from that high back to the school?
Yeah, well, it doesn't let us get too big for our boots. We're going straight back into school like everyone else, and we feel like everything's normal at school. No one's treating us any different. So coming off from the high, obviously we sort of have to bottle it up a bit when we go into school and get the heads down. But it's nice to have school, so we're not just living in this false reality. So we still have that reality there.
You're well grounded.
Yeah.
And I know your dad is in studio too. His arms folded, legs crossed, and he's waving in there. I don't know why you didn't come in. Dad, we don't even know what your name is. Please do come on in to us. Is he going to? He's coming in, and he's bringing us. You have to bring the dad in, Can I ask you very quickly, Sean, what is it you're actually hoping to do following your studies, leaving cert and all that?
Yeah, well, literally 2 days after we finished the leaving cert and the junior cert, we're heading off on our own headline nationwide tour. So we're coming on 28th of June, we're coming to Drogheda in the TLT. But that's really it. We want to be musicians, we want to establish ourselves as musicians and have a music career. On the X Factor we were two smiley Irish young lads, but now we're hoping we can push on and show everyone that we're musicians as well. So,
Sean, can I ask you the same thing? What is it you would like to do? Or Conor, I beg your pardon. What would you, well, you looked at it what would you like to do following your studies?
Yeah, the exact same. We love music with a passion. It's just something that we want to do as a career, and it's what we love to do. So Sean's next year hopefully going to defer college for a year, and I'm in transition year, so that's a year where we can both just focus on this music career for about 12 months straight and just see if we can do the best we can with the time.
Now, we're going to be hearing the single Be Like You in just a moment. We're going to be hearing the live rendition of it, and I'm looking forward to that, because up until now I've only seen what's been on YouTube or heard some versions of the recording. But before that, I want to bring Dad over to the green mic there. Dad, come on. This is... Okay. Lean down to that mic. Is there anything like this sort of fame game in your family at all?
No, we haven't had it all. We haven't had any fame in the family. The lads have brought fame to our doorstep, and they seem to be handling it very well, to be quite honest with you. From the start at the X Factor right through to where they are now. They have their head down in the books, they're studying 3 or 4 hours every evening, they're playing football, and it's amazingly they're starting their tour the day after the Leaving Cert finishes. So, or the second day after the Leaving Cert finishes. So they really are packing it all in. So
no pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What advice? I mean, as a parent, I'm sure behind the scenes you've been giving, quiet words of advice to them, even though none of you have any experience of this previously. But what advice have you been given to them?
I haven't really given them advice, to be honest with you. The only thing we've said is go with the flow. See what happens. You get a chance like this once in your life, and you regret it if you didn't take your chances. So we haven't really thought about it too much. Every opportunity, every door that's open, we just walked in. Just took every opportunity the lads have. So the advice I've given them is just go with it and see where it takes you.
What's your name?
John.
Because we didn't get that, did we? No. I don't think. Because we were concentrating on Sean and Conor here. Right, well, Sean and Conor, this is the moment, blow us away here once again. So, from the girls there to my left, or whoever's right, big cheer, please, for Sean and Conor. And they're from St. Oliver's in Drogheda. Here we go. Be Like You.
You've been wasting your time. Things just don't seem to align. You're just making yourself high. Why can't you see all this sign? This might take a while. This might ruin your life. 'Cause I know what you're thinking, man. You're misunderstood. And every time you try to change, it doesn't go good. And why you seem to waste your life, think what you could do. 'Cause I know what you really like, but that stuff don't shine through. Why can't you be like you?
Dressing to impress the man, express yourself, 'cause dressing could depress a man. You could be on the road to success if you had a better plan. Just be yourself, don't pretend and be the best you can, 'cause ain't nobody else gonna be in you as you are. You're a true star,
Don't let them take it too far.
just bring it back when you feel you're under attack. Show them what you got, stand up and show them what they lack. 'Cause you don't need some appearance, money and all that stuff. Stay true to who you are, 'cause you are enough. You might be a diamond in the rough, don't think crying don't make you tough. Stand out, be iconic, Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, so transform if the needs be. Being yourself ain't easy, trust me, believe me. This message is from me to you, I hope that you can read it true. Just be like you.
'Cause I know what you're thinking, man. You're misunderstood. And every time you try to change, it doesn't go good. And why you seem to waste your life, think what you could do. 'Cause I know what you really like, but that stuff don't shine through. Why can't you be like you? And you will stay so strong to prove me right, prove them wrong. And in this life, you do belong. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know what you're thinking, man. You're misunderstood. And every time you try to change, it doesn't go good. And why you seem to waste your life, think what you could do. 'Cause I know what you really like, but that stuff don't shine through. Why can't you be like you? Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you be like you? Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you?
Why can't you
be like you?
The voice of the North.